how AI tools like ChatGPT can be sending you traffic from potential leads. If you're a trade-based business, this is an important thing for you to understand because the tides have turned in terms of how leads are generated online. I'm going to show you how ChatGPT and tools like that are taking the power away from traditional methods like Google ads, Facebook ads, and things like that, and putting the power back in the hands of you and your website and SEO. So this term, which is called GEO, is basically how large language models make your assets visible in search. So basically, when somebody types something into that large language model, and I'm going to show you an example of that in a second, then how does that actually end up on your doorstep? We actually created a cool blog on this, which you can check out over the website. I'll put some links to that within this post. But first of all, if you are a trade-based business and you want to show up in search, what you need to understand is a lot of people now are going to the likes of ChatGPT, Gemini, so on and so forth, and asking questions there instead of going directly to the search engines. And as I mentioned before, this is taking money out of the big players there and more importantly, market share, and putting it back into things that you have a little bit more control over, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to compete on, like Google ads. I'm not saying this is designed to completely replace Google ads. Sadly, for some of us, that is a reality at the moment. However, this is super useful, so pay attention. Now, what I did over here was I went across to ChatGPT and I entered in, can you recommend a solar electrical company in Adelaide that works on residential installs? So I typed into ChatGPT, can you recommend a solar electrical company in Adelaide that works on residential installs? And as you can see here, it's come back with a handful of recommendations. And these recommendations are based on the content that lives on that website. So if you want to show up in search when it comes to large language models, you need to make sure that you have a very good website and you have content on that website that reflects what people are going to be asking it in relation to them finding you. So here are some other examples. Can you recommend a bathroom renovation company in Sydney? Can you recommend a residential plumber that can do hot water systems in Melbourne? So on and so forth. So if that content exists on the search engine, then the large language models are going to find it, and that is going to send the lead to you in a way that is not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Good luck.